Mental health is a state of being which refers to how one is able to cope with the demands and stress of daily life. Everyone has instances where they feel depressed or get very angry and overexcited. We may even have periods when we think that everything and everybody is out to get us and we can't cope. These are normal reactions to particular situations. If one has good mental health, one is able to assess these circumstances and move on. Mental illness includes a broad range of psychological or behavioral symptoms that reduce an individual's capacity to cope with daily life. As a result, a person may lose contact with themselves, or their emotions may be uncontrolled, their behavior may be inappropriate, or they might lose the ability to communicate effectively with others. Mental illness is one of Canada's leading public health problems. 1 in 4 Canadians will experience some form of mental illness, and 1 in 8 will develop a mental illness requiring professional care. There are multiple factors or causes that can make someone develop one, such as a chemical imbalance in the brain. While it's difficult to determine why some people have mental illness, research and education has enabled many to lead full and productive lives. Stress is our body's reaction to change that requires an adjustment, along with physical, mental, or emotional responses. It can either be positive stress, called eustress, or it can be negative stress, referred to as distress. Eustress provides a positive change in life and is not chronic in nature. It can be caused by promotion, birth, or marriage. These moments of relaxation are provided along with stressors, keeping us alert, motivated, and ready to avoid danger. Distress is when stress becomes chronic and excessive in nature to the point where our coping abilities cannot manage, causing a disturbance in the body's internal balance. Physical symptoms can appear as headaches, an upset stomach, elevated blood pressure, chest pain, sexual dysfunction, or problems sleeping. Emotional problems can be depression, panic attacks. According to the American Psychological Association, 12% of millennials have an officially diagnosed anxiety disorder, which is nearly double the percentage of baby boomers. 30% of working millennials are classified with general anxiety, and the American College of Health Association assessment found that 61% of college students experience frequent anxiety. Anxiety can take many forms and have many triggers, but it ultimately boils down to feeling worried or nervous about the future, or feeling a looming uncertainty in general. Some top contributors to millennial anxiety include a tough job market, student debt, ambition addiction, and career crisis. Furthermore, millennials are dealing with unprecedented challenges involving a constantly changing political and economic climate, along with demanding technology-based lifestyles. Millennials are the first generation to grow up with sophisticated mobile technology and a fierce social media habit. They're therefore less nourished, so to speak, by face-to-face interactions, which can alleviate some of the symptoms of stress and depression. All the selfie posting leaves millennial psyche soaking in humble brags, showboating, and with deceptive depictions of other people's picture-perfect lives. Millennials were 3 times more likely to experience symptoms of anxiety rather than baby boomers. This generation has a strong sense of innovation, but low job satisfaction and employee loyalty. They also have a strong desire of short-term returns, but lack patience and dislike following rules and regulations at work. The millennial generation has computer and technical expertise, but there is a lack of communication and listening skills. Millennials have become accustomed to getting things they want because of accessibility through technology, but this leads to more stress and depression. 6 factors that recent research has implicated as contributing to the mental health crisis are academic pressure, financial burden, increased accessibility of higher education, increased female to male student ratio, increased use of technology, and a dramatic change in the lifestyle of university and college students. In order to respond to environmental changes, organizations and enterprises constantly place higher requirements on millennials. Rapid development of economic and technological development brought uncertainty to the career and financial statuses of the millennial generation, forcing them to learn new skills and continuously creating more job burnout. Job burnout is the inability to effectively and positively deal with different pressures at work. Millennials are also preoccupied with emotions and interpersonal relations at work. This can lead to chronic accumulation of psychological reactions. Job burnout can be broken down into 3 dimensions. Emotion exhaustion, which is the core feature of job burnout that mainly exhibits as physical and mental exhaustion. Depersonalization, which can only be perceived by others through specific behaviors, including the repelling of work and refusing to work or communicate at work. And diminished personal accomplishment, which refers to individuals who cannot be satisfied and feel achievement in their careers. The number of students on university and college campuses that are struggling with depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, and psychosis across North America is rising. The age at which many mental disorders manifest themselves is between 18 and 24, which coincides directly with the average age of student enrollment in higher education. Adolescent suicide rates have tripled over the past 60 years, making suicide the second leading cause of death for that age group. Studies conducted by the American College Association suggest that 12 to 18% of college students are being treated for a mental disorder. Studies have also shown that there are more students seeking psychological care than in previous decades. In fact, contrary to popular beliefs, millennials are open to change and are willing to embrace broad societal trends such as the movement towards green energy, evolving technology, and growing diversity. We've been taught a collaborative working style, both in school, through assignments, and community projects. We are a hardworking generation who wants meaningful work.